is the local business spotlight.
So, hi, my name is Dawn Coe. I'm an independent consultant with Norwex. If you're not familiar with Norwex, it stands for the Norwegian Experience. So, our original product, which is called an EnviroCloth, was discovered in Norway, and then it made its way to Canada and then to the United States. So, we've been in business for about 31 years. Our tagline is cleaner, safer, better. And I like to add on to that less expensive. So, what we are is we're an eco-conscious, green, clean company that has everything from cleaning supplies to skincare to hair care, and kind of all the stuff in between. So from pets to babies to cleaning your kitchen, Norwex can help you. And for reference, we ban 2,800 chemicals in our products. The United States bans 31 now. It's 31 now. They just added the one. And it took 20 years to ban that one in food. It was banned in makeup 20 years ago. So that's that red 40 that we're hearing about. So anyway, so we ban over, I said 28, but it's over 2,700, sorry, chemicals in our products. And we also use things like ocean-bound plastics, cardboard and paper packaging, recyclables, things like that. So what started our company is our EnviroCloth. And what it is it's a extremely dense microfiber cloth. So it's not like the ones you get at the big box stores or online. It's very, very dense, and it works in a manual clean way, which means it picks up and brings into the cloth the dirt, the grime, the bacteria. And then when you rinse it in hot water, it puts it down the drain. So kind of like weeding a garden. Instead of a chemical clean, which is your typical spray foam cleaners that use a lot of toxic chemicals to kill, and I put that in air quotes, kill things on your surfaces, but then they leave that toxic residue. And for anybody that uses those kind of things, I really encourage you to read the safety information on the back, because none of us do that. And read it, and you'll realize that, it says things like don't use it on, for example, if you're using disinfecting wipes, it'll say to only use it on hard, non-porous surfaces when it's something that you're putting food on, and then you're supposed to rinse it with water after. You're not actually supposed to just wipe it and leave it. And so a lot of people don't realize that. I didn't realize that. I actually got into Norwex sideways, as I jokingly say. So a lot of the people in Norwex are very, very, I jokingly say, crunchy, very, eco-conscious, very chemical conscious. I wasn't that. I was more financial savings and ease of use. So I was a candle lady for years. I plan to always be a candle lady. And then in the middle of July of 2020, during COVID, my company that I'd been with for 12 and a half years decided to go to e-commerce only. And what that meant for me was a 74% pay cut. So I had to choose something different. And I had been using Norwex for about a year, and I really liked it. Everything that I had tried worked better than what they told me it would do. And it was really easy, and I was saving a lot of money. And for me, I run my own business. I'm very financially conscious. So that was great for me. Like when I started using our EnviroCloth and our window cloth, I quite literally, in my first year after using those products, I only bought 1 6-pack of paper towels in a year. So I don't calculate. I mean, we weren't a ton of paper towel users, but I know that I saved hundreds of dollars just on that alone. And so for me, I was like, well, that's awesome. It's easier. And so that's what so when my other company did what they did, and I had to decide what I wanted to do for a business, it narrowed down to 2 companies, and Norwex was one of them. And I realized it kind of went with my current base, because at the time, because they were very conscious about good products, clean products. That's kind of the company I was with before too. And so also I felt I could be very honest about how I used it, how it works, and how easy it was, and how much money I saved. Because I always try to save my money, share my money saving tips with my
Mhm.
friends and things like that. So that's kind of my little backstory with getting started with Norwex. And so I've been doing it almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in August.
Wow.
So yeah.
And how
Um,
and how can people get a hold of you or learn more?
So I have a website, obviously. I also have a Facebook group. So my website is norwex.com and then backslash my name, and that's Dawn, Dawn Coe is my last name, Coe. And it's all squished together. So norwex.com/slash Dawn Coe. And then my Facebook group is Dawn's Crazy Cleaning Crew, all C's on that, by the way. Dawn's Crazy Cleaning Crew. On Facebook, and I do a lot of unboxings, and I do some lives. I do some how to use your products in different ways, things like that. I try to be very conscious, though. I'm not the um, throw stuff out every single day just to throw stuff out. I try to make all my content helpful and useful to the people in my group. And then also, obviously, I have email and things like that. So my email is it's hockey related for anybody that's gonna be like, what? It's my and then Canes, Canes, like the hockey team, Pics, Pics at yahoo.com. So they can reach me that way too. But the easiest, obviously, through my website or through my Facebook group. And if you want to friend me on Facebook, you can do that too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi. So if you're a local business owner and you'd like help growing your reach, whether it's marketing, video, SEO, social media, or even old school print, I'd love to help. And you can find me here at trustedlocalservice.com.